Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room, where I'd like to make sure that for your own safety, you're seated comfortably somewhere not surrounded by spikes. Okay? You all good now? Because you may pass out from the excitement of Afterburner on the Sega 32X. Aw man, it's been a while since we've had a Sega 32X review on this show, and what a way to return with Afterburner, the Sega Arcade Classic. Seen here on the Sega 32X adapter plugged lovingly into the Sega Genesis. Not the Famicom, that was just a sight gag. Some of you younger viewers may be asking, what's a Sega 32X? What's a Genesis? That thing. Don't ever ask stupid questions here again. Look at all the pretty colors. You just gotta love this game, and it plays well on the Sega 32X. This is nearly identical to the Sega Saturn release of Afterburner 2. In fact, it's actually really hard to tell the difference between the two. I think the Saturn version may come out just a bit ahead. Just a bit, but if you have a Sega 32X, which you should, it's up there with the Vectrex on must-have game systems because Classic Game Room told you so, then Afterburner is a game that you want. The music is incredible, and in case you've never played Afterburner, what you do is lock onto enemy planes and helicopters and shoot them down with missiles or machine gun them into explosions. All the while scoring points for the distance that you travel. No, I'm playing this with the Sega Genesis 6-button gamepad. One button shoots, one launches missiles, one speeds up, one slows down, and the other makes fun of people that don't have a 32X. If you count those, that leaves one button left over. A button that, when pushed, will spontaneously combust someone that you've never met, who may have at one time made fun of the Sega 32X. And it's an easy button to push over and over and over and over again. My husband just spontaneously human combust. He didn't. Mark's playing Afterburner again on the 32X. Why would anyone, anywhere, ever say something bad about the 32X? It's a miracle. Which, for some strange reason, was a commercial failure for Sega. I don't understand why. It's so damned cool. It uses its own power supply, and when you combine it with the Sega CD, your Genesis now has 3 AC adapters. Why didn't everyone want one of these things? And it does a great job playing Afterburner, as you can see. Nice controls, good music, good visuals, good sound. I mean, it doesn't play as well as the arcade machine. Playing Afterburner with a D-pad is always a little bit wonky. But I should point out that an arcade machine only has one power cord. The 32X requires 2, which makes it better. On that note, I have a Classic Game Room shout out and thank you to send to my friend Frank in California, from San Leandro, California, for sending Afterburner on the 32X to the show. In fact, I think Frank also sent the 32X years ago. So I guess I owe Frank 32X thank yous. Dodge enemy fire, blow up bad guys, and rock out to the awesome music. The Sega Genesis version of Afterburner 2 is probably the easiest to collect, but this one is really nice, and check out the Sega Saturn version as well. It's Afterburner on the almighty Sega 32X. More power supplies makes it better.